We're in today with ATI Radeon X1300 Lite Edition. This is a 2005 video card with 256 megabytes of VRAM, DDR3. It's got 452 megahertz on the core clock and 401 megahertz on the memory clock. It's got 128 bits bus width, DirectX 9, and today we're gonna pair it up with this i7 4th Gen with 4 cores and 8 threads. Last time we tested a very powerful video card from ATI from this series. Now today is gonna be a little lower. And the best thing we can do for this video card is jump in a couple of games and see how it holds. Let's go. This is gonna be really funny because I'm on 720p with lowest details and I got 100% load on the video card's core with this, I don't even know if I can call it a video card, seriously. I think that's the display adapter. It would be the most generous description ever, you know. But regardless, I'm not going to call it display adapter because it's got direct read usage. You know? Based on how many PCI and AGP video cards we tested now, I can say this is a video card. X1300 Lite Edition with 100% load on the video card's core with 100 megabytes of VRAM utilization. It can be 199 and it's still going to tell me 0.1 gig of VRAM utilized. On this occasion, you can actually see the frame time is everywhere. The FPS it's not there, you know, 28 on minimal, 28 on average, 9 minimal, 13 1%. Fallout on this resolution is not playable. You can actually see it's very hard. I move the mouse and it's got delays with this amount of frame time. I think 1024 it will be from now on the most generic resolution. If we can put some games, if the game is starting and I have no other way to do it, I think I have to start with 1024. 1024 will be today's theme, seriously. If I find games that actually works with this video card higher than 1024, we will call those winner games, you know. Those will be the big W in this occasion, because Fallout with 720p, nada. I have to put, I think, 4x3 and stretch it or keep it on 4x3 in order to play this game with playable FPS. 30 FPS, it's out of the question. But it's funny, I got 109 watts with an i7 4th Gen this video card. Wait. I got 1080p with low details in Galaxy-on-Fire. This is one of those games that I can just bring a drink, some snacks, and just stay in the game and actually play. You know, like Starfield and No Man's Sky. You can lose yourself in a game because it's in space, looting stuff and exploring missions. It's like procedural generated content. This is one of those games, you understand? So it gives you random missions endless, you know, if you're interested on going in space. It's fantastic, you understand? And I got 1080p with low details, 100% load on the core, and nearly, I think it's nearly 200 megabytes of VRAM, you know. It's very interesting to see this video card running like this in this game. You know, 50 FPS on average, nearly 60 FPS. And I like it. I like this idea of older games that are actually capable of giving you some entertainment in this occasion. 114 watts I seen this on the wall. 121, oh my god, 121 watts consumption. You know, this is by far the best game until now that is running on this video card. The moment I came by near the spaceship, like 30 FPS, 47 on average, 14 minimal and 16 on 1%, you know. So yeah, I like it. I like this idea of playing games with video cards like this, because this is the whole purpose, you know. On low details with 1024 Team Fortress, you can actually see it's giving almost 40 FPS. I think that if I go in a fight here, it's gonna be very horrible with this video card. So can't complain here on the performance until I see what's going on. This is what this video card can do in Team Fortress with 1024 on low details, you know. I got this one to see how much is utilizing, you know. It's usually 200 megabytes of VRAM, so this is maximum load on the video card. And on the core side, when there's a lot of people around on the map, you can actually see that it's 18 FPS. You know, when you're going outside, it's 40 FPS depending on the zone, but all in all, you can see that the video card is struggling to actually deliver the FPS. 30 average, 9 minimal, 14 on 1%. But every single time I'm lowering the resolution, the only thing I get is, how should I say, a higher minimal, 28 FPS, 16 on in some occasions, 16. Do you understand that the video card is horrible? Oh my god, it's so heavy on the video card. Wow, this is horrible. So yes, Team Fortress with this, it's interesting to see. It's not playable, seriously. A 1024, it's too much for this video card. If we're jumping in S.T.A.L.K.E.R with this video card on 1024 with minimal details, you can actually see the video card, it's on bare bones when it comes to quality. You know, 114 watts consumption, but I got 40 FPS on average, 210 megabytes of VRAM. You can actually see the quality. It's not very adequate, but it's running. You know, there is something to show. And this is very important if you want to get some playable FPS. In this case, the game is doing the job. There is no problem on actually utilizing this. So all in all, I will call this a big win for the video card because it's delivering the FPS that I want, you know. Back in the days, 1024 was very common. So if you wanted even more FPS, you have to put it on 800 by 600 and you get over 60 FPS. But with 1024, you can see that the game is running on 40-50 FPS. In sometimes it's even higher. There's a lot of spikes, you know, on the frame time, but it doesn't matter. It's running the game. Look at this. I can feel the low quality, but it's one of those games that actually works with this, you know, and this is a good example in which it shows me that the video card needs to pair it up with older titles, not with newish games, you know, and if you can do that, then this video card can actually do some work. In this occasion, you get 40-50 FPS. If you put it on 800 by 600, 100% sure you're gonna get a playable FPS. If this type of game is running on this video card, this is the deal. You know, 32 megabytes of VRAM utilization, 1080p. The CPU doesn't have any problems. The GPU doesn't have any problems. If it's loaded like this, I think there is no problem on playing some old titles like this. I like this. I like this type of games that, you know, it's offering me a lot of FPS. In this situation, you can actually see that it's almost playable in some old games. Can't ask more from a video card like this. What the was that? In this occasion, you can see that the game is doing a fantastic job on utilizing this video card's resource, you know, 48 megabytes of VRAM. I want to see if I drive around and maybe I get more VRAM utilization, you know, like in GTA 5. Maybe this GTA is doing the same. 60 megabytes of VRAM, still keep going up in the utilization, and I think it's gonna be much higher in this case. If it's reaching 100 megabytes of VRAM, then this video card managed to do its job properly. But all in all, I like it. I like this idea of old title like this running with this video card. This is gonna be very interesting to see this Call of Duty running like this because it's on 1024 with lowest details, and it's working. You know, I got 24 FPS. Not gonna lie, this is not the brightest performance that I can get from this. Oh man, I got a kill. Oh, how dare you die from a guy who's got this video card. 20 FPS, 172 megabytes of VRAM. I think if this video card would have been just a little faster, it would have been much better. This is gonna be very interesting because now I put it on 800 by 600 and I got 40 FPS on average. Maybe it's holding this 40 FPS and then it's gonna be very playable in this case. It's exactly like Team Fortress and I'm online. This is an online game. 170 megabytes of VRAM utilized now. This is good. 14 FPS whenever I get killed. That's not okay. Whenever I'm in the bush and the grass, you can see that it's dropping way below playable FPS. Interesting. In Doom, with 1024 with maximum details, you get 40 FPS. But the problem is I don't have maximum utilization on the VRAM. So in this case, you can actually see in some cases it's running really nice. The frame time is lower, so you can actually see it's dropping on the frame time. With this movement, whenever I'm looking at the sky, at the floor, stuff like that, it's maxing out the FPS and it's dropping the frame time. If I look in front and I start playing, you can see that the frame time is kind of everywhere in this case with 20-30 FPS. Ideal will be to do exactly what the game wanted me to put on medium details, because this is how the game started, you know, medium details and 640 or something like that. I had only 40 megabytes of VRAM utilization. Can't say nothing bad about the video card because with all games it's doing a nice job. I think on 1024 with medium details will be a little better because there is room from 30-40 FPS FPS, and I think it's gonna reach 60 FPS in this occasion. I knew it's going to be very interesting because previous I tested that awesome video card X1300, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be very interesting because this is on low end. I think it's very important to see the difference between a video card like this and a high-end video card like that X1800 that I managed to test. That video card is very rare and is very hard to find. Video card like this and 1300, it's almost everywhere. You can find it very cheap. You can get it without any struggle, you know, next to nothing. That's how much it costs, you know. But if you manage to put all games and all hardware together, you're the winner. And this video card is a good practice video card in order to achieve that. I liked how it managed to offer me the FPS. In a way, I don't recommend it, but if you can find it cheap or for free, hold on to it and try to build an older machine. If you have any suggestion for this video card or for the system, leave a comment and I will see you very soon.